She thought you chase. She thought you beg. She thought you break. But you did. The one thing she never expected. You walked away silently. There is no grand exit, no emotional meltdown, just one clean cut, calm, cold, and quiet. And that silence, it hit her deeper than any insult ever could. This is what hurts a woman the most when she doesn't value you. Not your anger, not your pain, not your words, but your indifference. Your ability to move on without needing to destroy her, but with a look that says, you'll never have access to this energy again. Let's break down exactly why this psychological move hits harder than revenge and how to become that man. Part 1. The modern trap where men go wrong. She stops texting back. She pulls away. She goes cold. And what does the average man do? He starts panicking, chasing, explaining himself, trying to fix it, proving his worth. And in that desperate energy, he kills all attraction. You see, women don't lose interest overnight. It happens in stages, each one testing your emotional strength. What most men don't know is every pullback is a test. Every delay in response is a mirror reflecting who you are when she stops validating you. And the weak man collapses. The stoic man elevates. Part 2. Why your absence is more powerful than your presence. You must understand something ancient, something every stoic mastered. Detachment isn't coldness. It's control. When you walk away in silence, something inside her breaks. She expected drama. She expected desperation. She expected the please talk to me text. Instead, she's met with emptiness. Not hatred, not bitterness, just nothing. And it makes her wonder, wait, why didn't he fight for me? Did he never care? Was I not enough? And those questions torment her more than any message ever could, because women are emotional creatures. They crave closure. They feed on reaction. When you deny her both, you completely alter the dynamic. She's no longer the one rejecting you. She's the one trying to figure out how she lost access to you. Part 3. Biological truth. She feels what you withhold. There's a primitive part of her brain that's always scanning for male value. Not your looks, not your money, not your effort, but how much power do you hold over your own emotions? The moment you become predictable, reactive, and available, she subconsciously places you in a low-value category. But when you pull away calmly, when you remove your attention without punishment, her biology goes into chaos. Why is he not reacting? What is he doing instead? Who is getting the energy I took for granted? Jealousy is now your shadow, because silence does something loud. It suggests she's been replaced even if you never say it. Part 4. Stoicism is not revenge. It's reclamation. Here's where the power lies. You don't walk away to hurt her. You walk away because you finally value yourself more than her confusion. That's the Stoic path. Marcus Aurelius didn't beg for admiration. Seneca didn't chase chaos. Epictetus said it clearly. We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. The pain isn't her leaving. It's the story you tell yourself about why she left. Rewrite it. She didn't reject me. She just couldn't handle me. She didn't lose interest. She lost access. Your ego doesn't need healing. It needs discipline. And silence is that discipline weaponized. Part 5. Psychological flip. Make her obsess. Here's what happens when a woman who didn't value you realizes you're gone. She starts checking your social media. She starts asking mutual friends about you. She creates fake accounts just to see if you moved on. She tries to accidentally run into you. She posts indirect stories about healing, self-love, or toxic men, but it's all noise because your silence already screamed, and it rewired her memory. Women rarely remember what you said, but they never forget how your absence felt. You didn't argue. You didn't explode. You simply vanished with your dignity intact. That mystery, that calm escape, haunts her. It forces her to fill in the blanks, and the unknown is always more painful than the truth. Part 6, why this works. Dopamine withdrawal in the human brain. Let's talk neuroscience for a moment. When someone gets constant attention, their brain becomes numb to dopamine spikes. She expected your attention. She expected your reactions. She expected your weakness. Then, suddenly all that stopped. You cut the supply, and now her brain enters a state of withdrawal. No messages, no presence, no drama, just vacuum. That's when the craving starts. That's when the dopamine spike returns. But in reverse, every time she checks her phone and sees nothing from you, her heart rate goes up. Every time she watches your story and sees you thriving, her ego takes a hit. This is not manipulation. This is emotional balance. It's the cost of taking a stoic man for granted. Part 7. Access denied. The point of no return. Now listen closely. There's a moment when you reclaim your worth so powerfully she feels in her gut. This is the point of no return. When she finally reaches out again, whether through a "Hey stranger" text, a like on an old photo, or a casual "How have you been?" your only response is calm detachment. Not cruelty, not games, not emotional revenge, just a silent message. Through your vibe, that version of me no longer exists. She doesn't get to re-access you because you evolved, and she's not entitled to where you went. Part 8. The Stoic Code. Turn pain into power. Let's be clear. Walking away hurts. Silence is heavy. Detachment feels like death. But it's the path to rebirth. You're not doing this to get her back. You're doing this to get yourself back. Your focus, your pride, your identity. You must live by the Stoic Code. No chasing what confuses you. No explaining your worth. No negotiating your value. Because a man who must prove himself has already lost power, and a man who disappears without explanation becomes unforgettable. Walk like a god among mortals. So what? Hurts a woman the most when she doesn't value you? It's not the fight. It's not the tears. It's not the last message. It's your silence, your indifference, your ability to let her go without trying to be remembered. Because the truth is, she remembers you most when she can't explain why you stopped caring. So walk like a stoic god among mortals. Not because you want her to chase, but because you've stopped chasing anything that costs your peace. Silence is not revenge. It's self-respect. Walking away without a word triggers her more than any confrontation. Biology craves what it can't predict. Become the mystery again. When she loses access, she gains obsession. Detachment is your weapon. Use it without cruelty, but with conviction. If this hits something inside you, it's time to shift. Leave a comment. I choose silence over chaos. Like the video if you've ever walked away and leveled up. And share this with a man who forgot his worth. Subscribe for more Stoic psychology and masculine wisdom. Because in a world full of noise, the Stoic man's silence is godlike. Music